Good morning. Today I am present before you with a very famous essay of Gayatri Chakraborty Spivak, Can the Subaltern Speak? Spivak devotes the first and main part of Can the Subaltern Speak to launching a massive attack on Foucault and Deleuze, two of the main figures of contemporary critical theory. And therefore, Spivak's offense can be considered as directed at this academic field in general. She uses Marx and through rereading him criticizes those that to a large extent work within the tradition founded by him. Spivak employed a deconstructionist tactic which reads the objects of her criticism against themselves. Finally, to add insult to injury, she appeals to their eccentric black sheep of the family, Derrida, whose method she favors over that of Foucault and Deleuze. And all through offensive, Spivak makes sure to raise the shield of subject position that is supposed to neutralize the meaning of the words at the bottom of Can the Subaltern Speak? And so, Spivak joins Edward Said and other researchers before her of non-Western origin that employ Western thought and methods in order to criticize the way in which Western cultures and academic discourse are representing the third world. The essay relates to the manner in which Western cultures investigate other cultures. She uses the example of the Indian sati practice of widow suicide. However, the main significance of the essay is in its first part, which presents the ethical problems of investigating a different culture base on universal concepts and frameworks. The essay critically deals with an array of Western writers starting from Marx to Foucault, Deleuze and Derrida. The basic claim and opening statement of Can the Subaltern Speak is that Western academic thinking is produced in order to support Western economical interests. She holds that knowledge is never innocent and that it expresses the interests of its producers. For her, knowledge is like any commodity that is exported from the West to the third world for financial and other types of gain. Spivak is criticizing the intellectual Western desire for subjectivity. She claims that research or knowledge have seemed as a prime justification for the conquest of other cultures and their enslavement as part of the European colonial project. The Western scholar authoritatively presented himself and his produced knowledge about the other culture as objective. The scholar presented himself without interest in scientific, ethical, and accurate observations. This is for Spivak very much not the real case for the opening statement of Can the Subaltern Speak? This is the knowledge about the third world, and it has always tainted with the political and economical interests of the West. Spivak points to the fact that the West is talking to itself and its own language about the other. Like other commodities, data or raw material is harvested in the third world country and taken back to the West to be produced and sold for the benefit of the Western readers and especially the Western writer. Spivak wonders if under these conditions it can be possible for the West to speak about the non-West without sustaining the colonial discourse. She is hardly impressed with the Western efforts to speak for the other or try to represent his own voice. She believes that the West is obsessed with preserving itself as subject and that any discourse is eventually about the discoursing agents themselves. Spivak is opposed to the Western attempt to situate itself as investigating subject that is opposed to the investigated non-Western subject. Spivak's answer to Can the Subaltern Speak is no, they cannot. Not when the Western academic field is unable to relate to the other with anything other than its own paradigm. So this particular essay is to be read in such a way so that you can understand why Spivak is mentioning this question and why this particular answer is the right answer for it. Please do like, share and subscribe to the channel. Mention your answers, questions, observations in the comment section below. Thank you for watching.